Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Empire Models, and today I'm going to take you step by step on how to make a single mouth welt pocket, or back pocket as they may say. First of all, you need the material, either the trouser or the top or wherever you want to place the pocket, and you need something to put under it at the back of the material in order to make it. You can use haystay, you can use fusible. Like here I use a thick fusible. Okay, then secondly, you get the fabric which is going to serve as a welt pocket. Then gum stay, you cut it up to 1.5 inches. Okay, once you gum it, you bend it up to 0.7 cm, as you can see, 0.7 cm. Okay, the second one you are going to gum, you don't need to bend it, it's going to be straight. Okay, after you must have gummed it, all right, you get it, place it on your table, make sure it's on a straight line. That is to say, if you bend it and it's no longer straight, you can just straighten it and make sure you're working on a straight line. It helps in keeping your work accurate. Secondly, you bend it into two. The fabric you're going to make use of, bend it into two, get the center point with a notch. Get the center point of the fabric. Okay, as you can see, you get the center point of your welt pocket. Okay, also the second one, the one you bend 0.7 cm, you get the center point. All right, so you need pencil constantly, you need pencil, so that once you are done, whoever is the owner of the cloth can easily wash it off. If you make use of biro, it's going to stain the cloth if you are sewing on white. So it's best to use pencil. For this pocket, I'm going to make use of 5 inches. And if you divide 5 into 2, this is a technique on how you can divide with your measurement tape. Okay, 5 divided by 2 is going to give you 2.5, and at that 2.5, you put it at that center point that you notch. Mark the other edge and mark this edge to get it accurately, to make sure you have the two both sides equal. So on other one, the inner one of the pocket, you also get exactly that 2.5. Get the same point. Right, why you don't need to measure with tape for the inner one. You have to use the welt pocket to get the inner one, is because maybe at the process of marking it you shifted your hand, so you just have to use the first one to get the second one in order to maintain accuracy. So the mouth of the welt pocket is going to be 0.5. Take note, 0.5 inch. Okay, as you can see, 0.5 inch. So, and out of 0.5 out of 7, 0.7 will give you 0.2. Okay, if you remove 0.5 out of 0.7, what will remain is 0.2. So you mark that 0.5. As you can see, mark it all through. Okay, till you reach the end of that pocket, then you rule the line. As a beginner, these are the processes you need to follow in order to arrive at a very clean and neat pocket. Even when you are already good, you need to follow this process so that you get your perfect. I'm making use of biro here. Note, it's not advisable to use biro. Why I make use of biro is so that you can see what I'm doing clearly, the lines clearly. The pencil was a bit fainting. So at this point now, you bring the inner one. As you can see, you bring the inner one. You don't need to measure 0.2 in the inner one. So place the inner one together with the welt pocket, that is the back pocket, the mount, and get that 0.5 inch all through. So whatever be the allowance you get there, you also connect the lines, as you can see in the video. Okay, and you make sure the two lines, the two edges of the 5 inches, which is the length of the pocket, matches with the inner one. Okay, so after then, what you need to do is to place it on your fabric, either the trouser or your top, wherever you are placing the pocket, or wherever you are making the pocket on. So you place it. Alright guys, at this point I will please beg subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell icon and give us a like. Please guys, that's the only way you can support us in what we are doing here. Just subscribe to my channel, please. So you just have to run your thread, and remember to stitch at the two edges. At the beginning, stitch well. At the end, stitch well. Make sure your stitches are tight so that it doesn't lose along the line. So after you must have run your thread. Okay, this is this point now. I'm done sewing it. Alright guys, please subscribe to my channel. Please guys, subscribe to my channel and give us a like, turn on the notification bell icon, so that whenever we post next, you'll be able to get the video. We have a lot of videos already. So next, you have to cut it after you must have sewn, and like I showed in that video, you have to make sure that the two edges matches with each other at your sewing. So before I cut, I just want to illustrate with this, and I'm going to zoom in now. I just want to illustrate with this diagram on how you need to tack, which is the most important part of back pocket, notching. So this is the center point. Let's assume this is our pocket. Okay, you open the center point, you take it straight up to half an inch, 0.5, before the end point of the pocket. So you take this angle, you create an angle. As you're taking the angle before the end of your the stitches you made, the up and down stitches, before the end you leave up to 0.1, as you can see in the video. You know, the other side also 0.1, 0.5 before the end, before you touch the thread line of your stitches. 0.1. Don't touch the thread line, because if you touch the thread line, at the end of the day you may be having an excess, because during your work time it may tend to increase. Okay, so do the same thing in the other side. 0.1. okay, create the angle 0.1 inch at the two sides of the angle. Okay, so remember, you are going to stop half an inch before the end of your sewing. You create an angle 0.5. So when I'm tacking the back pocket, you also see it. Alright guys, please subscribe to my channel. Guys, subscribe to my channel, please. So this is important, and that's why you need to gum. Some people don't use to gum before they create the back pocket. You need to gum and thicken the fabric in order for it not to pull hair while you are pull off thread while you are cutting the back pocket, while you're trying to tack the back pocket. You have to gum it. Like I used hard fusible here. You have to gum it either with hasty or hard fusible, so that you can thicken the fabric, so it will stay all through your work. So you tack. As you can see, I created that center hole first. Then, as you can see, half an inch before I reach the end of my stitch, I create that particular angle I'm talking about. And if you look closely, I did not get to the thread line. I stopped 0.1 inch. I hope you know what 0.1 inch is. 0.1 inch. Okay, you do the same thing the other side. Stop 0.1 inch before you get to the other end. Okay, so 0.1 inch is a must. Don't cut it until you get to the end of the thread line. So as you can see in that my diagram, there was an angle. That angle we are talking about. All right, in this diagram, these two angles, as you can see here, is also the same angle in these two edges. All right, so these are the steps you need to follow. All right, sorry I use black fusible for this material, just for a practice. Okay, in your normal sewing, if it's for a client, you must use white, because the black will possibly show off outside of the clothes. All right, so after you are done, you just have to turn everything outside in. And remember, your back pocket is from out to in. Okay, you start sewing from the out to in. Okay, so as you can see now. Alright guys, subscribe to my channel. You put all those two angles in. Alright guys, if you find this video helpful, please give us a subscription. Please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell icon, and give us a like, please. So this is it now. At this point, you're almost done with your fabric, with your pocket. If you're up to this point, there'll be no more challenge for you left. So at this point, you don't need to stitch yet. Don't rush to stitch the two angles yet. There is one more thing you need to do. At this point now, if you leave it, the inner the mouth of your WELT pocket will be pulling out. That is your back pocket, will be pulling out. So you need to stitch it together. And if you watch, before you stitch, you need to take the inner one, the one you did not bend, you pull it up, take it up. The one that was not bent, take it up, and have your space for the one you bent. Then you have to the allowance, the inseam, that is the allowance that came out of your pocket mouth. You have to stitch it. As you can see, I've stitched it together. Sew it, that straight line. That will help to keep the pocket in place, so it won't be moving up and down. Alright, so the next thing you need to do now, the next point, is to stitch the two angles. And this stitch part of it is also very sensitive. you need to be very careful about it. You need to stitch. Do not grab the fabric. Stitch at the end of that angle, the two end of that angle. Make sure you do not touch the fabric, whichever clothes you are making, either trouser or top. Make sure you do not touch the fabric. Touching the fabric will create a squeeze, a crease that will not be nice to see. So I just made use of my manual so that there will be no excuse. And a lot of people say it's easier using industrial than manual. So this is it. With my manual, I made my stitch. Okay, on the two sides, and make sure you make a nice stitch, not too thick and not too light. So this is it. This is almost at the end part of the pocket, and it came out very clean. See, there was no stress in doing all these stuffs. In as much as you follow all the procedures, you won't be having any stress, guys. So this is it. I hope this video helps someone. I hope this video answers someone's question. Please, if it's helpful to you, please do not forget to smash that subscription button, please. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Alright, this is Empire Model.